Some of the things you should avoid in courtship. This is a church. This is a church. And so everything we are doing is centered on the Bible. It is centered on the Bible. And in this church, we don't encourage fornication. Sex before marriage is sex fornication, and we don't encourage it. One of the reasons is that now, the person you are courting, you might probably end up not marrying the person. We have had occasions where people started friendship, they said they are dating, courtship, and then they enjoy themselves as husband and wife do. And after they didn't get married, and then the people became very agitated, and then some of them even stopped coming to church. There's a probability that someone might break your heart and you will leave church. You will stop coming to church. And so in order to save your soul for the coming of Jesus, we have put these measures. Please, we know you definitely have feelings, and then you will love to have sex. That is why we have put down these measures. Anything that will make you engage in kissing, you have to avoid it. Anything that will make you engage in sex, you have to avoid it. Like sitting on the person you are courting with laps. Maybe you are a girl with all this shape. You sit on the guy's laps. You can revive something from the flap. But when you are a man, you also don't have to put your hands under the girl's flap. Maybe you have seen something that you want to remove it. Please, let's say, I've seen something under your flap, so do it yourself. Don't put your hands there. It's a temptation. You don't be in isolated places for a long time. You will tempt yourself. You cannot go into the bedroom with that person you want to court with, and then you are saying you are going to talk about biology, or you are going to do physics, or it is not necessary. Don't be in isolated places. And then don't involve in watching movies that are pornography. It will revive something, bring your memory on something, and then you will tempt yourself. So things that will make you involved in fornication, we don't permit it, because your heart might be broken. And then in courtship, we don't entertain that you buy gifts for the person, because it is a relationship that is intended for marriage. The purpose can change. You can decide not to marry. Now, if you begin to buy gifts for the man or for the woman with the intention of getting married to the person, and now the person doesn't marry you, you will be affected. You imagine you have been paying school fees for 3 years, and then after the school, the person says, I will not marry you. Imagine you have been renting for this lady, and after a while, the person says, I will not marry you. But you were doing it with the intention of getting married to the person. But courtship doesn't guarantee that you will marry the person. Imagine you are washing the person's clothes. You are cooking for the person. And at the long line, the person doesn't marry you. What are you going to do? Some of these things you have to avoid it so that your heart doesn't get broken. Maybe another person is in the church who loves you, and the person might use you, and then it will be a public thing, and they will not be interested in you again. Thank you.
You shouldn't wash. You shouldn't go and wash.
It's not necessary. It will be a wasteful exercise. Imagine you have washed for the man for 3 years, and now the man didn't marry you. You are doing it because you want the person, you are getting married to the person, and at the long line, the person didn't marry you. Anything can happen. In courtship, you are studying yourselves. It doesn't mean that you automatically marry. You are studying yourselves. That is why courtship is followed by counseling. So through the counseling, maybe things will come up that you will change your mind. That is why we don't encourage those things.
Thank you very much. Please, let's not forget that anything you give to the person is a gift.
It's a gift.
It's a gift.